Okay, friends, today we are going to see Euclidean Geometry part 9 of 25. Okay, line from center of a circle to midpoint chord theorem. So, line from the center of a circle perpendicular to a chord bisect the chord. Okay, to bisect means to divide something into two equal parts. Okay, so when you have a line from the center of a circle perpendicular to a chord, the chord is bisected. Okay, let's see. When you have a line from the center of a circle perpendicular to a chord, okay, you have the chord AC. AB is equal to BC. Okay, this is to bisect, to divide something into two equal parts. Okay, AB is equal to BC. Okay, you are given OB perpendicular to AC. Okay, OB perpendicular to AC. So the angle OBC, okay, the angle OBC is equal to 90 degrees. So AB is equal to BC. Okay, AB is equal to BC. This is what you have to know. Whenever you have a line from the center of a circle perpendicular to a chord, okay, you have to check that the line is coming from the center and it is perpendicular to a chord. So the chord is bisected, okay, divided into two equal parts. Okay, so since this angle is equal to 90 degrees, the angle OBA, the angle OBA is also equal to 90 degrees. The reason is angles on a straight line. So with this, okay, with this, you are going to say AB is equal to BC. Okay, whenever you have a line from the center perpendicular to a chord, AB is equal to BC. The reason will be line from the center perpendicular to the chord AC. Okay, this is the reason. You can have this. Now you have a line from the center to the midpoint. Okay, to the middle. You can see you are given AB equal to BC. Okay, you have this line and this line. So the angle OBC, the angle OBC is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, the reason will be line from center to midpoint chord. You have to mention what you are given. Okay, this is what you are given. You are not given a line perpendicular to another line. You are given a line to the midpoint. Okay, mention what you are given as your reason. Let's move on to problems. Okay, problem number 1. You are given this. Okay, solution. Let me get my highlighter. Okay, this is my highlighter. Okay, so in the circle with center O and radius equal to 10 units, OQ is perpendicular to PR and PR is equal to 8 units. Determine X. Determine X. You can construct line OP. Okay. Construct line OP. Okay. OP. This line. Now you have a right triangle. With a right triangle, you can use Pythagoras to solve for X. So you need to know OP and PQ. Can you see? OP is a radius. OP is also equal to 10 units. So we are going to work in this triangle, the triangle POQ. Okay, POQ. In triangle POQ, you are going to use Pythagoras. Okay, Pythagoras says the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Okay, OP is your hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle. This is the right angle and this side is opposite. Okay, opposite the right angle. The side opposite the right angle is always your hypotenuse. It is the longest side. Okay, so OP squared is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. You have PQ squared plus X squared, or OQ. OQ is X. So the reason for this, you are going to say Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this is the reason. Okay, now OP is equal to the radius. Okay, this is also a radius. Okay, OP is equal to the radius. So this is equal to 10 units. Okay, this is also a radius. Okay, because you have equal radii. Okay, so PQ, you are given PR is equal to 8 units. Okay, PR is equal to 8 units. Now, PQ is going to be equal to 4 units because you have a line from the center perpendicular to the chord. Okay, the chord is bisected. Okay, divided into two equal parts. So you have 4 and 4. Okay, PQ is equal to 4 units. So the reason for this, you are going to say line from center perpendicular to chord PR. Now let's use Pythagoras. Okay, OP is equal to 10 square. Okay, this is equal to PQ. PQ is equal to 4. Okay, plus X squared. Okay, now you have 100. Okay, this is 100 and this is 16. Okay, when you transpose 16 to the left, now you have 100 minus 16. You are going to have 84. This is equal to X squared. Okay, I hope you can see that. You are going to have X is equal to plus or minus square root of 84. Now, X cannot be negative. So, you are going to have X is equal to square root of 84. You can leave your answer like this, or you can write your answer in decimal. Now, problem number 2 and problem number 3. Okay, let's start with problem number 2. Solution. Okay, determine X. So we are going to work in the triangle POS. Okay, POS. This is a right triangle. Okay, this is a right triangle. So in triangle POS, we are going to use Pythagoras. Okay, Pythagoras can only be used in a right triangle. So Pythagoras theorem says the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. The hypotenuse is always the side opposite the right angle. It is the longest side. So OP square is equal to PS square plus OS square. This is Pythagoras. Okay, the reason. Can you see you have a line from the center perpendicular to the chord PR? The chord is equal to 12 units. So PS is equal to 6. Okay, 6 units. So PS is equal to 6 units. Okay. The reason you are going to say line from center perpendicular to chord PR. You are given SQ. SQ is equal to 2 units. You need OS. Okay, SQ is equal to 2 units. You need OS. How can you find OS? Can you see OP is a radius and OQ is also a radius? Okay, so if OP is equal to X, OQ is also equal to X because these are equal radii. Okay, so OP is equal to OQ. Okay. The reason is equal radii. OP is equal to OQ equal to X. Okay. The reason is equal radii. Now you can see you are given SQ is equal to 2 units. Okay. SQ is equal to 2 units. SQ is equal to 2. You are given SQ. Okay. You are given OS is equal to X. This is X. Okay. This is X because this is a radius. The radius is equal to X. This is X. You need OS. You take the radius minus SQ, which is 2. Okay. Minus 2. So X square. Okay. The hypotenuse. This is your hypotenuse. Okay. The hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Okay. PS square. Okay. PS is equal to 6 plus OS square. OS is equal to this. Okay. Square. This is OS. We are going to carry on this side. So X squared is equal to 36. Okay. Plus in bracket, this is to the power of 2. You have X squared in bracket. Okay. X squared. You have X times negative 2. You are going to have negative 2x times 2. You are going to have negative 4x. Okay. Negative 4x. Negative 2 to the power of 2. You are going to have plus 4. Okay. I hope you know how to expand. You have x squared on the left side. You have plus x squared. You transpose to the left side. You are going to have x squared minus x squared, which is 0. Negative 4x. Okay, negative 4x. To the left, you are going to have 4x. This is equal to 36 plus 4, which is 40. Okay, now you are going to have x is equal to 10 units. Okay, you divide by 4 on both sides. X is equal to 10 units. Now, problem number 3. In the circle with center O, OT is perpendicular to QP, OS is perpendicular to PR, OT is equal to 5 units, and PQ is equal to 24 units, and PR is equal to 25 units. Determine OS, which is X. Okay, OS, which is X. Now, solution. Can you see if you have a right triangle? If you have a right triangle, you can find X easily. So, you need to construct OP. Okay, let's see. Construct line OP. Okay, construct line OP. OP. Now, you have a right triangle. You can use Pythagoras, okay, to solve for X. You have PS. PS is equal 12.5. Okay, you have a line from the center perpendicular to the chord PR. Now, PS is equal to 12.5. Okay, 25 divided by 2. You are going to have 12.5. You need PS and OP so that you can solve for OS. Okay, OS. So, to find OP, you can use the triangle, this triangle. Can you see? So, in the triangle POT, this triangle, okay? In the triangle POT, you can use Pythagoras because this is a right triangle, okay? You have a right angle there. This is a right angle, okay? You have a right angle there. So, you have a right triangle. You can use Pythagoras. Remember, Pythagoras can only be used in a right triangle. Using Pythagoras, OP square. This is your hypotenuse. Okay, the hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle. Okay, so Pythagoras says the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Okay, you have side PT and OT. Okay, the sum of squares of the other two sides. Okay, so you have PT square plus OT square. This is Pythagoras. The reason PT, okay, PT is equal to 12. Okay, you have a line from the center perpendicular to the chord PQ. Okay, the chord PQ is equal to 24 units. So PT is equal to 12. The reason for this, you're going to say line from center perpendicular to chord PQ. Okay, you also have OT is equal to 5. You are given. Okay, this is given. Now you have PT and OT. You can find OP. Okay, so OP square is equal to PT square. Okay, PT is equal to 12. Okay, square plus OT square. Okay, 5 square. Okay, this is Pythagoras. Okay, now you are going to take the square root on both sides. Okay, OP is equal to plus or minus square root of, this is 144 plus 25. You are going to have 169. Okay, OP is positive. So OP is equal to square root of 169. This is 13. Now you have OP. Now we are going to use this triangle to solve for x. You have PS, which is equal to 12.5. Okay, so PS is equal to 12.5. The reason is line from center perpendicular to the chord PR. Okay, you can use this triangle to solve for x. Okay, in triangle POS, you have PS and you have OP. Okay, you are going to use Pythagoras because this is a right triangle. Okay, Pythagoras is used in a right triangle. You have a right angle. So this is a right triangle. So using Pythagoras, OP square is equal to PS square plus OS square. Okay, this is Pythagoras. So 13 square is equal to PS square, okay, plus OS square. Let me use my emulator. Okay. On the left side, you have 13 square. Okay, 13 square. When you transpose this to the left, you're going to have minus 12.5 square. You are going to have 12.75. Okay, this is equal to OS square. Okay, now, so to solve for OS, you are going to take the square root on both sides. Okay, you are going to have OS is equal to plus or minus square root of 12.75. Okay, OS is equal to, OS cannot be negative. So, using your calculator, you're going to have square root of 12.75. Okay, square root of 12.75. You're going to have 3.6. Okay, 3.6 units. Okay, so we are done with 9 of 25.